Morning, it's your girl Coach Chi. Oh my goodness, I'm on this grind right now, but I wanted to share with you some things that I've been learning and studying over the last few days. Because I believe that in the industry of network marketing as professionals, we should always be consistently working to hone our craft, period. And obviously, the key thing that is most critical to our business are customers. And of course, for those of us who are heavily involved in the marketing side of our business is, building rapport, exposing, and prospecting. And so this morning, I just want to share with you 5 tidbits that I've actually learned. I think that they can be useful to you on your journey, whether you're building a traditional business, whether you're in direct sales, or like myself, of course, a network marketing professional. Here's one of the things that I learned ultimately. I know some people may agree or disagree, but the list that you first came into the industry with, the one that your upline or your sponsor told you to write out with that 100 names, those people that you knew, that list was not the end all to be all. And that list ultimately won't be the key factor in your success in the business. It is the list that will jumpstart your business. But I need you to understand first and foremost, as you're prospecting, guys, that when you do so, you've got to take everything you have in your phone, you've got to empty out everything you have in your brain onto a piece of paper. And you got to create what we call that active candidate list, that active prospect list, that active pipeline, however you want to refer to it. But you got to create that list, and you got to ensure that every single person you know, I don't care if it's the postman, I don't care if it's the mailman, the person that cleans your house, I don't care if it's the person that you just met yesterday at the grocery store, everybody you know has to go on that list. I want you to think of that list like you're going to make, $1,000 or $10,000 for every name that you add to that list. How many names would we see you get on that list, right? And so I want you to do that because, guys, there are so many tools out there to help you, but if you don't create the list, you'll never jumpstart your business. Again, traditional business owners, brick and mortar, direct sales, network marketing, the list of who you would invite to your grand opening, to that launch party, to that private business reception, that list is going to be the most critical. But here's what I want you to understand. Point number 1 is that you have to remember that it's an active list and it's growing every single day, or at least it should be. So your list should be growing every single day consistently, right? And so you should be making a point to make sure that you're growing your active list. Constantly expand that list. Create that active list. That's point number 1. And again, remember, you're going to act as if you're getting paid $10,000 for every single name you put on that list. How many people would you then add to that list, right? That's that incentive you got this morning. Step number 2 is that you should constantly be expanding your list. Right, we're talking about prospecting, and how do you do that? Well, again, you got to make it your point to understand that it's not about who you know today. It's not about who you knew 10 years ago, but it's ultimately about who it is that you're going to meet, who you're going to run into, who is it that you're going to have a conversation with passively, right? And so I want you to strategize in your mind that every single day you're going to add 2 people to that list. Can you do that? 2 people. You want to add 2 to 3 people to that list on a daily basis. Remember, it's an active list, so it should always be evolving. Guys, how do you find people to add to your list? Social media, social groups, networking groups, the grocery store, the car wash, the laundromat, wherever it is you go, wherever you hang out, you make it a point, guys, that you got to add somebody to that list. But let me help you get free real quick. Guys, you don't have to prospect people the moment you meet them. You do not have to prospect people the moment you meet them. What you have to do is friend them. Become a professional friender, right? Friend them, get to know them, build the connection. Guys, you got to build the connection. You got to build trust. You got to build belief. And then at the opportune time, you'll have a moment to be able to introduce and expose the product or service that it is that you have to offer. So that list is going to be so critical as you move forward, guys. Some people make the mistake of, oh my God, I met you today, let me hurry up. It may not, and be okay with that, be the opportunity. I hear so many stories of people telling me, well, I've talked to everybody I know. But do you have relationships with everybody you talk to? Have you friended them? Have you built trust? Do they believe in you? Do they know who you are? Other than the lady that I met at the grocery store, or the guy that I saw at the fish market, or the waiter that served me dinner last night. So that's point number 2. Point number 3 is become more aware. You've got to really be in a mode as you're prospecting to pay attention to what's happening around you, your environment, your surroundings, because a lot of times most of us are missing key opportunities to make powerful connections. right? And we're overlooking people. Guys, you know, the person that you were hanging around with last night, that person that helped you, let's say you went bowling, that person that checked you in, gave you your shoes, that person that swiped your credit card, that person could be a natural lover of your product or service. They could actually love what it is that you do, but you'd never take the time to maximize on the fact that you just met someone that you did not know. You just have an opportunity to add someone else to that active prospecting list that you have. So again, you got to do that, and you got to work to expand your circle. Some of us are operating in such limited spaces, such limited circles, that we only think within the box that we have. We only look at the people that we think we know. But you got to do two things. Pay attention. Pay attention to your surroundings. Become aware. Guys, you're at the bank. You went to the shoe store. You know, what we are not, network marketing professionals, direct sales, MLM, whatever you want to call yourself, we are not predators, right? We're not stalkers. We're not handing out business cards at funerals and in the middle of key opportunity moments of life. But we're people who build relationships. And if you understand anything about this industry, if you expect to have success, you got to build relationships. Guys, you got to get out of your head and you got to become active in your environment. You got to become active in the world around you. So again, raise your awareness. 2 words: pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Okay, got you on that, right? Guys, point number 4, that mental mindset. We got to stop judging people. Oh, she got too much money. Oh, he broke as a joke. My goodness. Oh, they're just too successful. They wouldn't do this. At the end of the day, opportunities of a lifetime are often seized during the lifetime of the opportunity, but you have to be willing to give people the opportunity. You cannot, absolutely under any circumstances, prejudge anybody. You don't know what people's situations are, and you don't know when their circumstances are going to change. So you've got to get out of your own way, and you simply have to understand that people should not be pushed outside of your circle of possibility, right? Don't assume. My grandmother used to say that assume means to make a bleep out of you and me. You read the first 3 letters, right? I didn't say it, you did. So assuming will cost you so much. You know, I was listening to the other day about a story about someone who assumed about somebody who will not join their business or would not partner up with them. Long story short, that person has gone on to become a 7-figure income earner in another company. Just a story that I heard, but it actually happens every single day. You didn't want to share the business with somebody that was close to you because you just knew they were too rich. They were a doctor. You know, they had it going on. They got the big house on the hill. Man, you don't know what people are going through. You cannot see into the hearts and minds of people. You can't see into their bank accounts. You don't know. A person can look like they have it all together, but behind the scenes be cracked up. Trust me, I've been there, done that, got a t-shirt to prove it. So again, guys, don't judge anyone. Understand that the rich person may be ultimately bored to pieces. The poor person may not be poor in wealth, but they may be poor in spirit in that season. They may be having a rough time in their life, but stop assuming. Guys, change your mental mindset. And last but not least, when you go out to network on purpose. Guys, go out with a purpose. Don't go out looking like a predator. I got a business. I need to hurry up and give it to you. I got to give it to you. I got to give it to you. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. So you go ahead. Sold. Get in my business. No. Hashtag epic fail. Network on purpose. Build relationships on purpose. Join new groups. You love wine? Join a wine group, right? Wine club. GroupMe.com. I love that app because anything that I love, I can find people who love it too. You got to expand your horizons. There is a life outside of your laptop. Internet marketers, there's a life outside of your home-based business people. There is a life that you must go find. Volunteer, get involved in your community, get active in your charities, guys. Meet people, get social, start networking. I know you're introverted, don't like to talk to anybody. You know what? Your life can't be that boring or that dull. So I want to challenge you today, guys, to get outside your comfort zone. Begin to stretch yourself, enhance your natural ability, become a citizen of the world, your environment, your community. Get involved. It's critical to your success. So with that being said, guys, this has been a moment with Coach Chi. I hope that these tips have helped you because when I learned them, they have tremendously helped me. Guys, get from behind the laptops and the cell phones, get out, meet some people, prospect on purpose, fix your mental mindset, raise your awareness. Guys, build that active list. Make it a point to add 2 new people to that list every day. And more importantly, understand that as you grow in the industry, so shall your list. I'll see you at the top, because the bottom